Hey friends, are you struggling with any low back pain, knee pain, or any issues with your ankles? What can be happening is your hips might be too internally rotated and rounded forward as opposed to being externally rotated and rounded outwards. So what I'd like you to focus on is if you feel like you're one of these people who has this arch in your lower back, what you just need to do is start to engage the glutes more, and that will help to rotate your hips down and out. So watch from the front. So this is the typical position with low back pain, hyperlordosis, which is an exaggerated curve in the low back. So this is that, internal rotation. And if you squeeze your glutes, you're going to rotate your hips back and out. So that's going to help to take the tension off of the low back and the lateral side of the legs. So when you're like this, your knees are starting to rotate in as well. So if you externally rotate your hips, you're going to ensure that your low back isn't as engaged as much as it needs to be, and you're actually going to put the tension into your glutes and the medial part of your legs or thighs, so that quad muscle as opposed to the lateral. So what happens when the hips are rotated too far in? Again, you get that arch in the low back, and see how it changes when you rotate the hips out. When you're too internally rotated, that can cause tension into the lateral part of the leg, which travels down into the lateral part of the knee. A lot of women have struggles with this too, because we have wider hips than men, so we naturally just rotate our hips inward as opposed to naturally rotate them out. When you rotate them in too far, that tension creates or that malformation, I guess, creates tension on the lateral quads. Again, that creates tension down into the knees, and then that can totally throw off the ankles. So what I want you to do is really focus on squeezing your glutes, and that will help to naturally just rotate your hips out, and that again will take the tension off of your knees and your ankles. So give that a try. Typically I say do it when you're doing something monotonous like brushing your teeth. So just think about, okay, I'm going to engage the glutes all out and around here, especially that glute min and even a little bit of the glute max. So again, you might be here, squeeze, and then that rotates the hips under. So that's going to put you back into a natural or a neutral hip placement as opposed to an anterior or even a posterior hip tilt. So remember, squeezing, and then that's going to rotate your hips in and forward, out and forward. And that's going to start to engage the ab muscles too, which is super important for, for core engagement and any of that. So give that a try. Let me know how it goes. And if you want more, don't forget to subscribe down below and comment below. I want to know what's going on, how you're feeling, and what else I can provide for you. So hope you're having a nice day. Talk to you soon. Bye.